My child, listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you will shake your understanding of what endings truly mean. Soon, something extraordinary will unfold before your eyes. You will see not one ending, but two. Yes, two things will come to their conclusion, both in a single moment. And while others might call it loss, while the world might say, "This is the time to grieve," you will not feel sorrow. You will not be covered in tears of pain. Instead, there will be a deep, radiant peace inside your heart. A peace so strong that it will surprise even you. You will smile when others expect silence. You will feel relief when others anticipate mourning. Because what is ending was never meant to last. It was never meant to stay beyond its season. The chapter that's closing in your life is not punishment, it's protection. And the moment these two endings occur, something within you will finally exhale. I know what you're thinking. How can I possibly rejoice when something ends? My child, that's what I want to explain to you today. So stay with me, listen to every word, and let this truth sink deep into your soul. Because this message is not about death in the way the world understands it. It's about transformation, about what must leave for what is destined to come. You see, every ending in your life is not an accident. I do not allow something to die unless something greater is meant to rise. And what's coming next for you is not small. It's not average. It's divine. Soon, you will look around and see two things fall apart, almost at the same time. And you'll wonder, why did both collapse together? Why now? But you will not realize in that moment that heaven has already scheduled it, because both of these endings are connected. They belong to the same story. One represents what you carried out of fear, the other represents what you clung to out of habit. Neither was meant for your next season. And when I end them, you will finally feel something you have not felt in years: freedom. My beloved, I have been watching you hold on tightly to things that were never meant to stay. You've tried to fix what I was trying to remove. You've tried to resurrect what I allowed to fade. But now the time has come. The cords are breaking, the ties are loosening, and the things that once defined your struggle are reaching their expiration date. These two endings will arrive suddenly, quietly, like the final breath of an old season. You will wake up one morning and feel something has shifted. A weight will lift. A silence will settle. And for a moment, you'll wonder what happened. But deep within your spirit, you'll know, this is not loss. This is release. You'll look around and realize that what used to drain your energy no longer affects you. What once made you cry no longer has the same power. The very thing that haunted you has fallen silent. And that's when you'll feel it, the peace that surpasses understanding. You won't need to explain it to anyone. You won't need to justify your joy. Because this time, it's personal. This is between you and me. These two endings, my child, will be the answer to the prayers you thought I ignored. Remember those nights you whispered, "Lord, please take away this pain. Please remove what's holding me back." I heard you every single time. But when you prayed that prayer, I didn't take it away instantly. Because sometimes, I let the burden stay just long enough for you to learn what strength really feels like. I let you walk through darkness so that when light returned, you would recognize it. And now, it's time. Now the endings you prayed for, but didn't understand, are coming. Do not fear what I remove. Do not mourn what I close. Because everything that leaves your life in this season is being replaced by something divine. You may think you're losing, but you're actually gaining. You may think something died, but it's only transforming. The truth, my child, is that one of the endings you're about to witness is the death of delay. Yes, the delay that has held back your blessings, your progress, your joy, it's dying. The spiritual chains that have kept you waiting, wondering, and doubting are breaking apart. And the other ending? It's the death of lack, the end of financial struggle, of emotional emptiness, of spiritual dryness. Two enemies that have drained you are reaching their final breath at the same time. Do you feel that stirring within you? That's not fear. That's recognition. Your spirit already knows what's coming. This moment won't be one of sadness, but of rebirth. Because when delay and lack die, doors begin to open. Paths that were blocked suddenly become clear. People who ignored you start to remember your name. Opportunities that once passed you by return with divine timing. You're not just witnessing endings, you're witnessing divine alignment. But child, I must warn you, when these things fall away, some people around you will not understand. They'll see your calmness and assume you've grown cold. They'll see your peace and think you've stopped caring. But they don't see what I see. They don't know what I've shown you. They don't understand that what's leaving your life was never meant to follow you into your promise. So don't try to explain yourself. Don't try to justify your joy. Just keep walking in faith, knowing that what feels like an ending is actually my hand rearranging your destiny. You see, sometimes, I have to subtract before I multiply. Sometimes, I have to close doors before new ones can open. And sometimes, I have to allow something to die, so that what's truly alive in you can finally breathe. You prayed for transformation, my child, and this is it. This is how it begins. It starts with endings. 2 of them. At the same moment, in the same breath of time, I will silence what has been tormenting your spirit. And when I do, you will feel it, like chains falling off, like fog lifting from your mind. You'll suddenly understand why certain people left, why certain plans failed, why certain doors refused to open. It wasn't punishment. It was protection. And in that moment of realization, tears will come, not of sorrow, but of relief. You'll cry because you'll finally feel safe again. You'll cry because peace will wash over you like warm sunlight after a long storm. You'll cry because you'll know deep down, God has done it. Everything you went through had a purpose. Every delay, every rejection, every sleepless night, all of it was leading to this moment of divine reversal. So when you feel the shift, when you sense the silence after the storm, don't panic. Don't rush to fix what has fallen. Let it end. Because in that stillness, I am doing something new. You've spent years surviving, my child. Now it's time to thrive. You've spent seasons crying, wondering if I still saw you. Now you will laugh, because I am restoring what was lost, in double measure. And I need you to understand this clearly, both of these endings will occur in a single day. Not spread out, not delayed. In one divine hour, both will collapse. It will feel sudden, but it has been written for a long time. Heaven has already signed it. The hour of release is near. So prepare yourself. Prepare your heart, your mind, and your spirit. Because what you're about to witness will be unlike anything you've ever seen. Don't resist it. Don't fear it. Just say within yourself, Lord, I trust you even in the endings. Because that single act of faith will open the gates of your new beginning. And when you see these things happen, you'll understand why peace replaced panic, why joy replaced grief, why you smiled when others expected tears. Because it will be then that you realize, your struggle didn't die. Your pain didn't vanish. They transformed. They surrendered. They bowed before divine purpose. And what rises from their ashes will not be ordinary. It will be miraculous. It will be the life you prayed for, one you could not build on your own strength. So hold on, child. Don't be afraid of what's coming. I am not ending you. I am freeing you. My child, breathe deeply now, because what I'm about to reveal will shift the very atmosphere of your heart. You've just heard that 2 endings are coming, and yes, they will happen suddenly. But what you do in the moments after those endings will shape the rest of your life. Listen carefully, endings are not empty spaces. They are holy exchanges. When something ends in my plan, it is because something better has already begun. When I remove, I replace. When I close, I open. When I take, I always give back, greater, stronger, purer. Do you remember the last time you lost something and thought you'd never recover? Look at where you are now. You survived. You grew. You learned. You discovered parts of yourself that you didn't know existed. And now, this moment will be no different. The 2 endings you are about to witness are connected to 2 beginnings that will unfold right before your eyes. Yes, you will see both transformation and rebirth in the same day. You see, I am a God of patterns, of balance, of divine order. When one thing dies, another rises. That's the secret of life that the world often forgets. And when you understand this, you will no longer fear the end. You will embrace it, because you will know that it carries resurrection inside it. Child, look around. Haven't you felt something shifting already? People you used to depend on seem distant. Circumstances you used to understand now confuse you. Paths that were once clear now seem foggy. This is not coincidence. This is rearrangement. I am setting the stage for your unveiling. These endings will not come as destruction, but as release. They will feel like deep exhalations. Like a burden finally sliding off your shoulders after years of carrying it. And in that moment, I will whisper to your heart, this is what freedom feels like. You won't need to fight anymore. You won't need to struggle to prove your worth or chase people who never saw your value. You will rest, not because everything is perfect, but because you will finally understand that perfection is not the goal, peace is. And I, your God, am the giver of peace. Yes, my beloved, you will stand in a moment that others call loss, and you will feel peace. The kind of peace that cannot be explained, only experienced. It will feel like something ancient and familiar, like you are remembering who you were before pain found you. Because that's exactly what will happen. You will remember yourself. The real you. The one I designed before fear, before disappointment, before betrayal. The one that existed before you learned to doubt your own light. When these 2 endings happen, don't rush to fill the silence. Don't panic when things feel quiet or uncertain. Sit in that silence, because in that quietness I will speak. And my voice will be clear. You will hear me say, it's done. You are free. And your heart will know that you've stepped into a new chapter of destiny. Now, my child, there is something you must understand. One of these endings will happen in the outer world, you will see it with your eyes. The other will happen within you, silently, invisibly. Yes, one will be visible, one internal. The visible one might involve a door closing, a job, a connection, a situation that once defined you. The internal one will be even more powerful, it will be the end of an old mindset, the death of fear. You will wake up one morning and realize that the thoughts that used to torment you have lost their power. The anxiety that used to paralyze you will no longer control you. The lies that once echoed in your mind will fade, because truth will have taken their place. You'll feel lighter, but you won't be able to explain why. That's because healing is happening inside you, beyond words. This is what I meant when I said you would smile while others expected tears. You'll smile because the invisible battle is over. Because your spirit will finally be at peace. Because you'll sense, even without seeing it fully, that something divine has been completed. My beloved, there are seasons when I prune you, not to harm you, but to prepare you for fruitfulness. Think of a tree. When the gardener cuts away old branches, the tree doesn't resist. It bends. It allows. It trusts the hands that hold the shears. Because even though it feels like loss, it is actually growth. You are that tree. I am that gardener. These two endings are my pruning. I am cutting away the branches that no longer bear fruit. So don't hold on to what I'm removing. Don't try to revive what I have declared complete. If you could see what I see, you would thank me for every closed door. I see the full picture. You only see fragments. I see where you're going. You only see where you are. Trust my vision, even when you don't understand the view. You are walking into a season where the things that used to frighten you will bow to your faith. You will speak and see mountains move. You will ask and watch impossible things unfold. But before I release that level of authority in your life, I must remove what's been dimming your light. I must end what's been hindering your strength. That's why both endings are happening together, so you don't stay half-free. You've waited long enough, my child. You've endured the night, cried through the storm, carried weights that weren't yours to bear. But now, the dawn is breaking. And when it does, it won't just bring light, it will bring clarity. You will see why it had to happen this way. You will understand why certain people were removed, why certain doors never opened. Because the truth is, if some of those doors had opened, they would have led you away from me. If some of those people had stayed, they would have drained the destiny I placed inside you. Everything I remove is mercy, even when it feels like pain. So when you stand in the moment of these two endings, whisper this prayer in your heart: Father, I release what you remove. I receive what you reveal. And watch what happens. Instantly, peace will fall like rain. You will feel something break within you, not a breaking of despair, but of release. Like shackles snapping open. Like a door unlocking after years of being stuck. That's when the new season will rush in. It will come quietly at first. You might notice small things, conversations that bring unexpected encouragement, opportunities that seem perfectly timed, unexpected provision that appears right when you need it. Don't call it coincidence. That's me. I'm showing you that heaven has heard your prayers. The old season is closing, but the new one is already unfolding. You're not losing, you're transitioning. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. And in the coming days, you will look back at these endings and whisper, now I understand. You will see that nothing was wasted. Every tear, every waiting moment, every closed door, it all shaped your faith. It all prepared you for this moment. And I, your God, am faithful to finish what I start. My child, what you are about to step into is not just a new day, it is a divine rearrangement. The moment both endings unfold, something supernatural will shift around you. The air itself will feel lighter. Your spirit will feel a freedom that words can't describe. You won't even have to try to explain it, because your peace will speak louder than any words ever could. When those two endings occur, the ending of delay and the ending of lack, you will notice silence. Not the kind of silence that frightens you, but the kind that heals you. It will be a silence full of peace, a sacred stillness that tells your spirit, the war is over. You'll feel it in the simplest of ways. Suddenly, you'll wake up one morning and realize your mind is quiet. The thoughts that used to shout in your head will be gone. The worries that used to grip your chest will no longer have a voice. The fear that used to follow you like a shadow will vanish. That's when you'll know, it's done. But what happens next, child, will surprise even you. After the two endings, there will be a moment that feels almost empty. That emptiness will not be punishment, it will be preparation. Every divine beginning starts with stillness. Before I bring new growth, I clear the ground. Before I fill your hands, I empty them. That quiet space is not loss, it's room being made for what's about to arrive. You will start to notice small signs that the shift has happened. People who once ignored you will suddenly think of you. Things that once didn't work will begin to align effortlessly. Places that once felt closed will start to open up again. These are not coincidences, these are confirmations. Every detail will whisper to your soul, you have entered a new season. The things that used to drain you will no longer have power. Conversations that once left you anxious will no longer affect you. Your heart will find peace where there used to be pressure. It won't make sense to others, but you'll understand, because it's not happening around you, it's happening within you. That's what makes this transformation so divine, it's internal before it's external. The new life I'm bringing won't start with what you see. It will start with who you are becoming. The change begins in your spirit first. You will start to walk differently, think differently, speak differently. Your words will carry authority. Your prayers will carry fire. And your presence will carry peace. You see, child, endings are not just about removal, they are about identity. I am not just taking away what was hurting you, I'm revealing who you really are without it. You have forgotten your strength because you spent so long surviving storms that were never meant to destroy you, but to refine you. But now, those storms are over. You have learned their lessons. You have carried their weight. And now, you will walk in freedom. I am giving you back what pain tried to steal, your confidence, your laughter, your rest. I am giving you back your voice. The one you used to have before you learned to silence yourself just to keep peace with others. The one that speaks truth, light, and love. The one that I gave you before life tried to convince you to hide. Yes, you will speak again, but this time, with clarity. You will walk again, but this time, with direction. You will rise again, but this time, with purpose. My beloved, when those two endings take place, I don't want you to run back to what I'm closing. Don't try to fix what I have ended. Don't revisit what I've buried. What dies in this season has served its purpose. Let it rest. Because if you go back to dig up what I've buried, you'll only find emptiness. There's nothing left there for you. You are not called to graves, you are called to gardens. Where others see endings, I see seeds. When something dies, I plant it into your future. It becomes the soil for the blessings that are coming. So when you see loss, I see life. When you see emptiness, I see room for abundance. When you see endings, I see the beginning of your restoration. Do not mourn what I have removed, child. Instead, lift your hands and give thanks. Say, Lord, I trust your hand even when I don't understand your plan. Because that simple act of surrender will unlock doors you never knew existed. You will see provision appear out of nowhere. You will find answers to questions you've carried for years. You will receive messages from people sent to bless you, guide you, and uplift you. Nothing will happen by chance, everything will happen by design. Even the timing will be perfect. You'll realize that if these endings had come any sooner, you wouldn't have been ready. If they had come any later, you would have settled for less. But now is the appointed time. Heaven's calendar has aligned with your destiny. I have already spoken it in the spiritual realm, and now it's unfolding in your reality. This is why things feel so intense. It's why you've been under pressure. Because when heaven is about to birth something new, the atmosphere shifts. Everything starts to stretch. It feels uncomfortable, not because you're failing, but because you're expanding. What you thought was breaking you was actually birthing you. What you thought was punishment was actually preparation. What you thought was delay was actually protection. Every tear you cried watered the soil for your next harvest. Every time you stayed faithful, you built the foundation for your blessing. Every moment you refused to give up, heaven took notice. And now, child, it's all coming together. You are about to see with your own eyes what I've been working on behind the scenes. The pieces that didn't make sense will suddenly fit. The prayers that felt unanswered will suddenly manifest. You will understand why certain people left, why certain doors shut, and why I kept you hidden. I hid you not to punish you, but to prepare you. I separated you not to isolate you, but to strengthen you. Because when I release you this time, you will not be the same. The people who once overlooked you will no longer recognize you. The same ones who doubted you will watch you rise. And they'll wonder how you did it. They'll ask, what changed? But the truth is, it wasn't you, it was me, through you. I rebuilt you from the inside out. I removed what was broken. I rewired what was confused. I reignited what was fading. You will carry a peace that draws people to you, not because of what you have, but because of what you've overcome. You will carry a light that cannot be hidden, because it comes from a place of pure restoration. So, when the two endings occur, when the silence settles and the peace arrives, don't rush to fill the space. Don't be afraid of the quiet. Just rest in it. Because that silence is the sound of something divine being completed. This is what I want you to remember. Every ending in me is an announcement. It announces the start of something greater. So when you feel the shift, don't panic, celebrate. Whisper these words, it's not over for me. It's only beginning. And when you speak that with faith, heaven will echo it back. Doors will open. Burdens will lift. Provision will flow. Because what you declare with faith, I establish with power. You've been through the valley, my child. You've been tested in the fire. But now you're about to rise from the ashes, stronger, wiser, freer. You're not walking into another battle. You're walking into your breakthrough. And here's the best part, you won't have to force it. You won't have to chase it. What's yours will find you. What's meant for you will flow to you. Because in this next season, grace will go before you and favor will follow behind you.